Hi, today we'll discuss parameter models. With two-port networks, we have seen different parameters like Z parameters, Y parameters, H parameters, and ABCD parameters. The parameters can be represented using diagrams. This diagrammatic representation can be termed as parameter model, or it can be termed as a parameter equivalent circuit. This diagram represents a set parameter model. This is standard parameter representation. These terminals acts as the input port and this acts as the output port. The input voltage V1 is shown here and here is the input current I1. Similarly, the output voltage V2 is shown here and this is the output current I2. Positions of Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. We'll try to draw a set parameter model. Here we can mention the common terminal, the terminal common to input and output port. Here we'll mention the input side terms and here we'll mention the output side terms. Set parameter model consists of Z11, Z12, Z21 and Z22. This is the set parameter model. I think you remember the set parameter equations. V1 is equal to Z11 into I1 plus Z12 into I2. The first term is Z11 into I1. Z11 into I1 is indicated here in the first section. And the second term is Z12 into I2. I into Z is a voltage relation. So we have drawn a voltage source here. It is having a rhombus shape just because it acts as a dependent source. It means this will act as a dependent source just because of the reason that the input voltage source is depending upon the value I2, that is the current in the second port. So as it is depending on some other value, it will be a dependent source. We know for a practical voltage source, the resistance is seen in series with the source. So we can complete this as a series connection. Z11 is connected in series with this voltage source. And now we'll consider the second expression. V2 is equal to Z21 into I1 plus Z22 into I2. V2 is equal to Z22 into I2 plus Z21 into I1. Z into I is a voltage term. So here also it will be a voltage source, and being a dependent source, it is shown in a rhombus shape. It depends on the value of input current I1. So this voltage source is shown in series with output resistance Z22. So we have completed our set parameter model. The set parameter model can be drawn by utilizing these two expressions. First one, V1 is equal to Z11 into I1 plus Z12 into I2, and V2 is equal to Z22 into I2 plus Z21 into I1. Now you might be clear with the set parameter model. We'll now move on to the second category, Y parameter model. We are indicating the input port with the input side values I1, V1, and this will be the output section with I2 current and V2 voltage. We'll complete the parameter model by utilizing the Y parameter equations. I1 is equal to y11 into v1 plus y12 into v2. This is represented here. I1 is equal to y11 into v1 plus y12 into v2. Here y11 is the input side admittance. Y12 is combined with v2. Y into v is a current term. So we can mention it as a current source. This current source is also shown as a dependent source because the value of this current depends upon the voltage value in the output port. We know a practical current source is shown together with a parallel impedance. Here, the reciprocal of impedance admittance is shown, but it is seen in parallel with this current source. Similarly, we can write the second equation as I2 is equal to y22 into v2 plus y21 into v1. Here also y into v indicates that this is a current source and this current source depends upon the value of voltage in the input port. So it is shown as a dependent source. So by knowing these expressions, we can draw a Y parameter model. This is an H parameter equivalent circuit. This can also be drawn by using the expression for H parameters. First one is V1 is equal to H11 into I1 plus H12 into V2. V1 is equal to H11 into I1 plus H12 into V2. We know the value of H11. H11 is equal to V1 by I1. So V by I expression explains that this is an impedance value. So this is represented with the symbol for impedance. And H12 into V2. H12 term, it is a voltage ratio V1 by V2. So this acts as a voltage source. And being a voltage source in the input port, it depends upon voltage value in the output port. Thus, it is given a symbol of dependent source. We have already discussed that a practical voltage source will be having an impedance in series to it. So, a series connection is shown here. The first expression can now be drawn as V1 is equal to I1 into H11 plus H12 into V2. Now looking on the second port, the second expression I2 is equal to H21 into I1 plus H22 into V2. H21 into I1 is shown here and H22 into V2 is given like this. H22 is having the value I2 by V2. I by V indicates that this is an admittance term, a reciprocal of impedance. So it is given this symbol. H21 is having a value I2 by I1. Being a current ratio, this acts as a current source and this current source depends upon the value of the input current. So this is also a dependent source. For a practical current source, the internal impedance should be represented in parallel to that. So the admittance term over here is represented in parallel to this current source. So by having these expressions, you can directly draw a parameter model. No need to by heart all these models. You can just draw this from these expressions. This diagram represents a common emitter transistor configuration. You can notice one thing. The standard H parameter model is replicated here. And we have given slight difference in their names. The input port here is named as base because in a common emitter configuration, base will act as the input side and the emitter will be the common terminal which connects the input with that of the output, and output will be the collector terminal. The current is named here as I in, representing input current, and the output current as IO. If we are asked to draw a common emitter H parameter model, we can draw a standard H parameter model and then label each parts. Each terminal has been named. Currents can be mentioned as input current or base current, output current or collector current. Instead of writing H parameters in the standard format H11, H12, etc., we are naming it in another format. H11 is here termed as input impedance. HRE is termed as reverse voltage gain, and HFE the forward current gain, and output H parameter is an admittance term, but here in a transistor we are not using the admittance term. As it is used as an impedance term, we are representing it as a reciprocal of H parameter. So by simply terming it in another format, we have represented a common emitter circuit. We can define the other type of configurations in such a manner. When defining the H parameters of a common base transistor configuration, we will be terming it as HIB, HRB, HFE, and HOB. These parameter models help us to easily identify and analyze each values in the input section and in the output section. Thank you for watching.